Good day, friends. Today we will talk about Vibhuti Yoga. This is the 10th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In the last chapter, we discussed about faith, in which Krishna told Arjun, even if any evil person worships me with complete devotion, I bless him with divine knowledge and lead him to the path of salvation. Something like this was said in the Quran around 1500 years back. Islam says that Allah's mercy can absolve all crimes of the mankind. This is the same thing said in Gita 5000 years back. Krishna says, if a sinner worships me, I bless him with peace. In this chapter, we will know about the origin of God and how can one repent of his sins. What types of emotions should one have, and what sort of vibhuti, that is excellence, should one have. Arjun is not just a mighty warrior, but also a complete devotee of Krishna. Krishna says that he is the supreme force. He is unborn and eternal. Though he has no birth, all existence derives from him. Krishna, who is now in the role of a teacher, says that he is the eternal God himself, more ancient than anything else that ever existed. Krishna says that it is not easy to understand him. He says, Arjun, even saints and devatas are not able to understand me completely. Those who accept me as the source of all energy are able to appreciate me. Emotions are the first superseding actions. The vibrations come first and then the action follows. Even quantum physics has proven this theory. The knowledge that lies within us gives rise to energy, which is the basis of all emotions. Man has to discover his spiritual unity with God and so with all other creatures. Krishna says that Arjun, I am present in all beings. Arjun realizes that God is infinite and his manifestation is also infinite. He manifests himself in the universe through innumerable forms. Arjun wants to know all about Vibhuti and the actual manifestations of the Supreme Force. Krishna tells him that the Atma in every being is nothing but the Supreme God. He says, I am Brahma, the Creator. I am Vishnu, who takes care, and also Mahesh, the Destroyer. We get to know the Parakram Yoga or Vibhuti, which is the way towards excellence. So Arjun, who is on the path of excellence, should know the supreme form of Krishna. Krishna says that Arjun, among the Vedas, I am the Samved. Among the senses, I am the mind, and I am the intelligence among living beings. Krishna is the immeasurable essence tuned to music as Rigved mantras in Samved. I am Indra among the gods who rules over others, controlling, directing, and organizing the lives of others. And among the priests, you should know me as the chief, who is Brahaspati. Among the mountains, I am Sumeru. Among the Rakshas, you should know me as Kuber. Among the supreme archers, I am Ram. Among the lakes, I am Sagar. And among the trees, I am the people. Among the seasons, I am Basant Ritu. I am Ved Vyas. All these excellences are nothing but my parts only. All these examples very clearly illustrate the Supreme Soul or Lord, who is present in all things valued. Krishna tells Arjun that all things mighty and glorified are just the mere expressions of his splendor, which is infinitely sublime. Arjun is totally cleansed and purified after listening to the divine discourse. This is the main crux of the complete chapter. The consciousness within the human beings now begins to perceive the consciousness outside without any obstacle. This way, Krishna teaches that one can always live in God consciousness and finally move towards ultimate bliss.